What's good, my brothers? It's your boy Sal Speaks, back with another video, tapping back into the Semen Retention Network. Shout out to all the brothers out there that are constantly retaining. Shout out to every single brother out there that's working on their life's purpose, that's on the trajectory to happiness, to contentment, to success. I see every single one of you brothers. I will always shout you brothers out because your journey truly inspires me. I feel like you're all my family, my brothers, because we are literally all on the same journey. So it truly inspires me, my brothers. Keep releasing that fantastic content. My brothers, please also make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below if you're enjoying the content. It greatly, greatly benefits me, my brothers, and it'll benefit you as well. It'll help bump all of us up on the algorithm. Iron sharpens iron, my brothers. So we must push each other up. If you see other semen retention content creators in the network dropping content, comment on their videos, like their videos, subscribe. Please, my brothers, make sure you click that bell button. So whenever I drop new content, you're the first to be notified. My brothers, the topic of today's video is going to be called Become a Bodybuilder on Semen Retention. When on retention, you have an unlimited supply of energy. You'll feel your spirit invigorate your body from within, my brothers. You'll begin to outlast your opponents. You'll be stronger and faster than them. The rain, the heat, and the cold, it won't slow you down. You'll lift more, my brothers. You will run more. You'll become the opponent that everyone fears. Let's never forget the quote from Heraclitus, my brothers. Heraclitus once said, out of 100 fighters, 80 are targets, 10 shouldn't even be there, 9 are elite fighters, and 1 is the warrior who brings the rest home. You become that warrior, my brothers. You'll begin to manifest this warrior energy on retention. Even Bernard McFadden discovered this. Bernard McFadden was born in 1868. He was an American proponent of physical culture. He was also known as the father of bodybuilding. He wrote comprehensively on the ill effects of masturbation. And he says the following. It's a bit of a long quote, my brothers, but let's listen to exactly what he says, because this quote will literally reverberate so much. He says this, quote, masturbation, also known as self-abuse, is the greatest of all sexual evils. Not only because of its widespread practice and the opportunity for excesses, but especially because of the fact that it generally works its harm during the period of growth, when the results of any sexual mistake or abuse are far more serious than they would be in adult life. The habit is injurious. At any time in life, however, owing to the drain upon the constitution and the weakening or exhaustion of the nerve centers which it involves. It is truly an outrage upon the body to such an extent that the effects are not only physical, but moral or psychic as well. The mind and soul of the victim seem to be tainted at the same time that the body is weakened and sexual power impaired by this degrading practice. Masturbation is often thought to be more harmful to boys than to girls because of the direct drain upon the resources of the body. In the case of the male, though, the loss of the seminal fluid. But when one considers the havoc wrought upon the more delicate nervous systems of young women, it is not always so certain that they suffer less seriously from the practice than do young men. Naturally, the injury that results from this particular evil is influenced to a very large extent by two factors. First, the general vital vigor, and second, by the effects on the whole physical fabric. For instance, if one is what might be termed high-strung, possesses a delicately adjusted and keenly sensitive nervous system, the effects of a habit of this sort would be far greater than in those who might be described as phlegmatic in temperament. The phlegmatic temperament is usually protected by superior vitality, but also by less inclination to indulge in a habit of this sort. Therefore, it might be said that the more ability one possesses, the more alert and keen one's mental capacity, the greater would be the inclination towards a habit of this sort, and the greater would be the harm wrought by its indulgence. Look at this, my brothers. This is Bernard McFadden. He was also known as the father of bodybuilding. The men that you see out there today competing in Mr. Olympia, competing in these bodybuilding championships, you'll see them on the magazines of physical culture. The man who invented this tradition, the tradition of bodybuilding, literally wrote the ill effects of this practice, my brothers. He advocated for retention because he believed that when you begin to retain your spirits, when you begin to retain your energy, you'll begin to grow. You'll become stronger. You'll become wiser. Your will be invigorated, my brothers. So, my brothers, don't just sit at home doing nothing when you're in retention. Use that energy. Go for a run. Go to the gym. Lift weights if you have to. If you can't afford the gym, if you can't afford shoes even, stay at home and do push-ups. Do sit-ups. Do burpees. You must push yourself as much as you can, my brothers. In fact, even Bernard McFadden said that in order to heal yourself from the ill effects of sexual indulgence, you must sweat at least twice a day. And this is what I've personally been doing, my brothers. I've been trying my best to sweat at least twice a day. So when I wake up in the morning, I run 3 miles, I sweat. When I go to work, I work my ass off, I sweat. When I come home from work, I'm sitting there making content for you brothers. I'm sitting there researching. I'm thinking about what sort of content is going to benefit the brothers out there. What sort of content is going to inspire a brother to come out of the pits of hell. And it's our job, my brothers, in the Semen Retention Network to pull as many brothers out of the trenches as possible. We must sit with them in the fire, my brothers. We must be able to motivate one another, push each other, inspire one another. Because this is a very small community, my brothers. Avoid getting into any feud or battles with creators online. Focus on helping the billions and billions of men out there, my brothers. Like I've always said before, we have billions and billions of men out there. And we have billions of YouTube users. We must reach all of them, my brothers. Because the more people that discover this practice, the better the world will be. So my brothers, if you're enjoying the content, please make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below, my brothers. Help push us up on the algorithm. My brothers, it's your boy Sal Speaks, and I'm signing out.